What's happening? What's happening? What's good, YPG fam? It's been a minute. It feels like I'm out of my routine when, there isn't that oomph for the YPG Unlocked. But it has been a pretty hectic couple of weeks for us here in the YPG fam. Great though. I hope you did not miss out on yesterday's event from wherever you were attending. I am pretty sure that there was sauce, as they taught me yesterday, the YPG sauce. This is the YPG sauce. This is a sign of the YPG sauce. So I hope there was there. I'm pretty sure, because this is the YPG. And in the YPG, we got too much sauce. Last week, we did not have the YPG Unlocked. Well, not fully, not in the way you guys were expecting. And today, the YPG Unlocked is back. And we're going to go straight to the KMC. Know my city? No, not yet, guys. Hang on. Hold your horses. Hold it. The official Unlocked will be back as usual from next week. And obviously, the Know My City segment, those who still have to present and send through their Know My City, they are, or have sent already to us, they are agitated and they want to show their city. But just hang on one more week, guys. This time next week, we will be talking about you. Mapaseka will be back here in the stew. The rest of the segments will be back. Lihe with her segment and the rest of the crew doing what they got. The media is going to have something special. Sipo will be here to introduce something special for you guys. And if you weren't there yesterday, then you probably don't know. Maybe you heard of the extension of the photo challenge. The actual No Filter, No Disguise event was yesterday, but the extension of the photo challenge. And still, this upcoming week, we'll be telling you how it's going to work and what are the new segments that we are going to include and provide in it. One of them being tomorrow. Many are going to be voting. And I want you to be spontaneous with a voter's picture. Can we get there? Can we do that? Can we expect that? No, please. We're not saying that you're going to be, sending stuff of providing or any, this is my political party. No, we're not going to go there. The YPG is very neutral regarding that. What I'm talking about is you being spontaneous with regards to tomorrow being a holiday for voting. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be voting? Can you guys take that spectacular shot and just surprise us? We want something surprising, something spontaneous. I'm not going to give you guys any more tips. It just has to do with voting. Who's ready, who's in, and who's going to bring the sauce. So that's just one of the vibes that we're expecting from you guys. Now, moving on, I just want to share with you guys on today's theme. It was very interesting. We were talking here in Park Station. We were sharing. Have you ever been in the situation where you had to run away from a dog? One of our guys was telling us he had to run from a pit bull. He showed us the scar that he has over his nose, which is because of a pit bull which bit him and how he tried running from it. The other one he said was a Rottweiler. He said it was a Rottweiler. It was a Rottweiler which caught him and bit him. Was it his arm? Was his leg somewhere? Or was his leg, right? So it was crazy. And I was saying, why did you run? Obviously, because he wanted to save his life. When we run because we are rushing for something. And that thing at that moment becomes a priority. So everybody, if you look at our world today, everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's in a rush. Everyone's on the run for something or towards something. What have you been running for? That all depends on your priorities in life. What is the most important thing to you? What really matters to you? What is the most important thing in your life? This is defined by how much you apply yourself to that, how much running, how much of your energy do you drain for that? For example, how many times have you been in the situation where you never felt like studying? You told yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow came, you didn't study. The day of the exam or the test came and it trapped you. You know exactly what I'm talking about because I think we can all share those experiences. But why is that? Because we did not make it a priority. What is a priority in our life, we never postpone. And if you do not prioritize the most important things in life, in your life rather, then you are always going to find time catching you, catch yourself in trouble, putting yourself in trouble, and putting yourself in a situation that in future you will regret? How many young people tell themselves, I'm going to take the God thing very serious, but only when I get old. Right now, I want to have fun, which means God isn't a priority in your life. And if he isn't a priority in your life, you can't expect to be a priority in his plans. You can't expect all things to go the way you would like it to go well in your life. If he's not a priority, if you're not involving him as a priority in your life. Once again, I repeat, our idea is not to bring anyone to be a fanatic, to be someone who just does fanaticism and things which are abnormal. That's not what we're talking about. But we're talking about prioritizing your life for the future, which is bright, a future which is really worth living. We had a campaign a couple of years ago called Life's Worth Living. Life's worth living when God is the priority and when you're on the run, in a rush to meet with him, to know him in your life. And this is what the YPG is all about, to lead young people to know what the right priorities are, to understand that if you exclude God, we mentioned this yesterday in the event, if you exclude him from your life, you'll be excluding happiness. Talking about happiness, you cannot exclude God. If you want happiness, God has to be in the equation. Without him, it is clear, it is obvious, it is evident that happiness will be excluded, it will be omitted. So I want you to take some time this week and think about that. So the month of November is about to kick in and the work of the YPG will slow down. No, not the YPG. Oh no, we carry on with the source. November, there will be a couple of different tasks which we're going to share with you. That includes the continuation, the second half of the photo challenge. Make sure that you guys are following our pages, following our Telegram. If you're not on Telegram, you're snoozing. Get up and get Telegram. Follow us, YPG/official/RSA. Before I go, well, actually, I am going. Before we end, I'm not just going to leave you guys on the loose. You guys are going to see a mini retro of what happened yesterday, a short clip of what happens throughout South Africa. And as soon as we are done with this broadcast, you guys will see the posts of the pictures throughout South Africa. Please don't just take it and share, Don't just take it and share, but make sure that you share your experience. Even now, you can share it here. It doesn't matter if it's an essay. It's all good. You'll be practicing for your exams. Make sure that you add it here. Tell us, what was the highlight for you in this event? Share your experience. Make sure you guys tag us, your pictures. Share, share it all around. It might just change someone's life who is living under a life of filters and disguise. So as for me, that's about it. Next week, the rest of the production team and the vibes will be right here. But stay tuned, stay connected, and see what yesterday was all about. And that's it from me. As you know, in the YPG, we got too much sauce. I'm out of here.
What up, my name is Tamisho.
What's up, guys? My name is Mamile.
And we are here in Soweto in the photo challenge.
No filter
and no disguise event.
As you guys can see, we have already prepared our stuff. We are going to be connected and we are going to learn something out of this event. So if you're sitting there, you're going to miss out big time. And we as the YPG had too much sauce, the field sauce.
No disguise, no disguise, no disguise, no disguise. Charlie, Charlie, to my son, to my son, to my son, to my son.
Where are you from? No, we are from Dayton. I'm Dayton Foods, 1520. Oh, it's hot. You see, I came with my crew. Everyone is excited, so it's nice. YPG Officer is ready for the performance. YPG Officer is ready for the performances. Come and join us.
But we would also like you guys to develop that talent which perhaps you don't even know you have, the capacity to do great things, the capacity to be awesome in so many things. The first project I'd like to speak about is the arts and culture. The Arts and Culture Project works with the talent of those who are into singing, into dancing, who are into the visual arts. So we have the talent. And maybe you are someone who perhaps you tried out doing that or developing that talent, and people looked at you and they laughed at you and they said, nah, bro, that's not for you. You suck at this. In the YPG, we're never going to judge you. We'll never laugh at you. We will laugh with you. We are going to start the official band of the YPG. We're going to start having the band for those of you who play instruments. The next project, which is the Uniforce, which does the social work of the YPG, where we go to different places, the underprivileged communities, we visit them. You don't need a talent to do that, but you must have the love for your neighbor in order for you to do that. And I promise you that there is nothing more wonderful than helping those who are needy, those who are struggling in life. Help, which is another project where we sit down, we counsel those who are depressed, those who are suffering with anxiety, suffering with all sorts of issues which are internal battles that they are going through. This work is simply amazing, which they do. The media project, as you'll see around, those with the camera, those who are helping us with the broadcast, those who organize the work behind the scenes, what you get to see, you who are watching us, then that is work that is being developed by the work of the YPG media, the pictures, the videos, and so forth, the video editing and those kind of stuff. Who are the guys who like to play diski here? Do we have guys who can play diski? All right, get ready, because the sports will have some great stuff that they are going to be developing really soon. We play usually on a weekly basis. We have some of our tournaments. Usually we even go together with the guys and we're playing chess. You can see their concentration there. I'm making noise, they're thinking there. You guys are more than welcome to join. You guys are more than welcome to be part of this family. Everything is free of charge. Everything that you see is free of charge. It's the last one. We are going to be starting very soon the exams. Who started writing already? Who started writing already? Hey, Sani, what are you guys doing here? No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So we are going to be starting the tutoring for those of you who need. We are going to be extending the photo challenge, and we're going to go even harder when it comes to the photography behind it. I would like to know, are the shout outs ready, guys?
No filter, no disguise. What's good, YPG?
What's
We are
good?
here connected from the real City. YPG Unlocked. This house is here.
Hello, we are YPG from Black, and we are watching the outside. And we are to us.
Fake it, so they said. Filters are necessary, so they proclaimed. Keep them guessing. Disguise is the answer. Cover it all, so they said.
Ga e batle koketso, ga e batle motho a dire e kare wa itse a sa itse.
Uqashelwa kwamaphutha athile kuholela ekwamukelweni, kuholela ekuziboneleni okwakho, kuholela ekufundeni. Akukho ukufihla. Ukucabanga kwami nje esibukweni.
Ndinyi asatodi ubakhwini. Ndinyi asatodi zwithu zwa u nakhelela. U khwinifhadziwa zwiṱuku. Uri a funiwe. U fhira zwoṱhe, u nakelela. na vha khwine na u nakelela zwifhaṱeo zwa u vha khwine ndi zwithu zwa u funiwa nga vhathu vhoṱhe.
A re ebe tje ho ka kgonahala hore tsohle tseo re di etsang di be ka motjha, hona ho kgahlisa ba bang, kapa hona ho phethala ka botlalo bakeng sa rona, kapa hona ho rella le ho rella ha re a tshwanelwa. A dintho tsohle tseo re di etsang re lokela ho apa fela kgomo lenaka? Tjhe, re ka se kgone.
Akukafanele bonyana sihlage langa nelanga, bonyana sizisize ukuthi nanyana sizenze abantu abangasibo ukuwela endweni okungasibo okuthi siqaleke kude. Awa,
Basifundzise kutikhohlisa size sigcine siyifezile intfo.
Lapho kukhona kutendisa, kude kujabula, kude kukhula, futhi kude inqubekela phambili. Ngoba ekugcineni kwelilanga liqiniso liyahlaba
Futhi kumele sibhekane nalo ngcobo.
No filter, no disguise.
Hey guys, we are in Now Straight and we are broadcasting the No Filter, No Disguise. We're also on live this side and we have a fire in Now Straight.
The reason why we share with you the stories, we bring them forward, is for you to understand that we can relate to what's actually happening to you. And that the filters, we gave the example, we joked right now about the filter on the app, but it might not just be the filter, literally a filter on your phone, but it might be the alias lifestyle that you have created for yourself, like they both did. So that lifestyle which they created on the outside, they overcame it. They're going to share it with you shortly. But maybe this is exactly who you have been. Maybe this is exactly what you have been doing. You're too embarrassed of your parents, embarrassed of your family, embarrassed of where you stay, embarrassed of who you truly are. If we go on your social media, on your social pages, perhaps you look amazing, you look stunning. You look like someone who everybody wants to be close by. Outside, you felt perfect. How were you feeling, and what would you say to yourself on the inside? Lissetti first, then Irene.
I felt horrible. And the worst part is I felt as though I didn't matter in people's lives, because how can you call yourself a friend and then not even try to know what's happening in my life? So I would go from one guy to the next, and just trying to keeping this facade up. But nobody ever asked me, Lissetti, who are you? Like, what's actually happening in your life? And that's what made me feel even more inferior.
With all of that, you could travel, you had money. How did you feel on the inside?
So for me, I felt very empty and very used, although I was putting myself out there. When a guy would, just use you and kind of dispatch of you, you feel very used as a female, and you feel very worthless. So I would say every time you go through a breakup or something, you feel worse and worse and worse, and you get to a point where you're thinking that you are really you're not getting it right, and there's something wrong with you.
How did you get out of it?
How did I get out of it? Well, firstly, when I came here and when I started joining the YPG, I remember, because I was so used to, if I'm in a situation that is foreign, I'm just there, I'm out there. I did the exact same thing when I arrived in the YPG. But this time, people actually cared. I remember there was this lady who used to live in my res, and she'd knock on my door and it's like, let's go. And I'm like, wait, what? You want to walk with me? You want to be with me? I'm used to people just not even caring what's happening in my life. And from there, actually understanding that people do care about me, understanding that I have value within myself. I don't need other people to confirm.
So even with me, it was being in the YPG, but because I was always in the YPG and I had a filter, they knew I needed help, but I wouldn't allow them to help me. But throughout my whole experience, one thing that stood out, when the friends that you have, they neglect you because you can't do what they want you to do, or when you have no one to talk to, the YPG was consistent. So even through my phases where I was like, okay, YPG, okay, no, let me try. No, it's not, I won't be cool outside. They never changed. They were always there for me. There was never judgment at all, which is exactly what I needed. Somebody to be like, that's in the past. And that's where it clicked that you can't change what you've done or who you are, but what you do today and tomorrow, that's what's important.
Who is Irene today?
Today, I am completely happy with who I am. I don't need validation from anyone. I don't need validation. I don't need any type of filter. There's nothing, I honestly can say there's nothing that somebody outside can offer me today that I'll be like, okay, it's tempting, let me try it. Because I'm solid in who I am.
What I want you to know is that they overcame, and so can you. You do not need to live that life covered by filters.
What happened to you? I smile every time. I tell them it's a miracle, like water into wine, 'cause everything's new. Oh, the old is dead and gone. Resurrection is my story. Resurrection is my song. Jesus happened in the blink of an eye. Every part of my life was changed. Jesus happened like a thief in the night. He started taking the life away.
XAYPG, my name is Tino and I'm here in Pretoria. I'm also here with Lungile. I'm here with Nicole. Nice to meet you guys. So what was the highlight of this event and what are you taking home, Lungile?
The highlight is no filters, no disguise, as you know, guys. So what I took for myself is that we should be confident of who we are. We should be true to ourselves and we should love ourselves the way we are.
So, Nicole, what was the highlight of this event and what are you taking home with you?
Okay, firstly, the highlight for me was that I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not. I just have to be myself from the inside. It has to start from inside. I don't have to say I'm happy, but inside I'm sad. I have to give it all to God. I have to open up, speak up whenever there's a problem, whenever I'm facing a problem, a situation. I just have to open up and seek for advice and then just be myself.
Today I thought that there are many people out there who are pretending to be other people, that they have double characters. Sometimes they act as if they are happy what they do at school or around their friends while they're not. I've learned that as a person you shouldn't be more happy about what's on the outside, but actually it's what's on the inside.
Well, what I took for myself is that you don't need to disguise yourself. You don't need to be fake. You need to be the real you, the true you. And you need to be happy on the inside so you can be happy on the outside, because many people pretend to do things for other people's expectations. So you need to do things for yourself and be happy so you can manifest that happiness on the outside. So be real, man.
Sure, for me it was the testimonies. For me, I think a lot of things make more sense when you can relate to someone, and then especially if it's real, it's not filtered. See what I did there? Yeah. Okay. Especially if it's not filtered, as well as looking at another human being and thinking this is what they are, what you imagine them to be mentally. So that was good. Yeah.
So Cindy, I do this to all my interviewees. Let's see if you learned something today. What is the hashtag of the YPG? YPG got our hashtag YPG got to touch lives. I don't know. No, our hashtag YPG got too much.
Oh, too much soul.
Yes, YPG got too much soul. Thank you, Cindy. You heard it, guys. YPG got too much soul.